Yo, ho, 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 guys. Wasn't that a crazy one yesterday? WTF markets, wowzers. We're going to break down what's happened. Wild crypto crash again overnight. One for the record books. Stocks took a big hit. Crypto, cataclysmic across the board. And we'd already been down quite a bit. I think crypto's already sniffed out a lot of the fear in the markets. We're able to front run some of this craziness over the weekends, of course. Got to start working on Sundays now because all the shit seems to happen on Sunday before U.S. markets open anyway. Besides the point, we got a lot to talk about today. The charts, the macro, a lot of stuff going on. Answering your questions second half of the stream. Let's get into it. So, wait a minute. This isn't the golden age. This is anal sex. Probably got the stream monetized. Anyway, that's hilarious. The golden age of America. When's it coming, Don? We're waiting. We're waiting, buddy. Of course, short-term pain, long-term gain. That's the thing you have to get into your head right now. Might take a little longer than people expect. V-shaped recovery. Let's just hold our horses here. Anyway, taking a look at the charts here. Bitcoin, my boy dumped hard yesterday, but also seeing a beautiful bullish engulfing daily reversal candle. Now it's 13 hours for that candle to close. Let's see what happens. But okay, we're heading in the right direction. I could dig that, man. Let's go. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up here, dog. All right, I dig it. Here's your hopium, okay? See this right here? That is the price lows from February 28th. See this right here as price lows from yesterday. We got down to $76,000, which is basically a retest of the 2024 all-time highs. Okay, cool and normal. Now, this is the RSI down here. Let's just make that bigger so you can see it. This is the RSI down here. This has just put in a higher low. That, my friends, is what you call a bullish divergence. Now, that's your hopium for the day, okay? We could be seeing a bullish divergence, which could push us back up to at least a relief rally, okay? Not saying that this is it, man, 100% defend a bottom end, full-on reversal, let's go back to new all-time highs. That's probably a little bit premature, realistically, right now. I am very optimistic for the rest of the year. I think we still see very good asset prices. However, all it takes is one tweet from Donald Trump, and shit gets started, man. That dude, he's all about the drums. So, okay, this is a start. If we get the daily candle to finish looking like this, that's positive. If the bullish divergence plays out, good. Short-term targets that we really need to see sort of taken care of. First, the 200-day simple moving average, which is like the most boring line on the chart, but it's the bull bear line, baby. Got to get back above that ASAP. Okay, and that's right now around $83,000. Okay, so price got to get back over 83. Then we got to get back over the 200-day EMA, $85,000. That would actually probably coincide with the crossing of the 20-day EMA around the same time, and then ideally back of the bull market support band. Okay, so that's what we want to see right now. These levels all become resistance and invalidation levels too, so you also have to keep that in mind, right? Play the market for what's in front of you right now. When you see rejections happening, you can short, right? When you see resistance being taken out, there's long opportunities, right? Okay, so here we go. If we get up to 83,000 whatever today, that's a point to watch for rejection. If you get up to 80, again, these key moving averages, if you get up here, watch for a point for rejection or a point of acceptance to go long. Either way you want to do it. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Shirley asking, will it go lower? Shirley, I think there's decent chances for us to go lower, potentially even down to the low 70s, let's say. A lot of people, of course, want the low 70s. There's a huge amount of bids stacked in down there. So you may not get it because everybody wants to get that. And so people who bought at 76 were front running the people who want to buy at 75, right? Because 75 is the most telegraphed level. That being said, markets remain incredibly fragile. Fear is extremely high and a lot of uncertainty remains. So I know, look, people have been rushing to do bottom calls for a while now. Okay. I've heard people calling the bottom. Oh, it's the bottom here. Oh, it's the bottom here. Oh, it's the bottom. Oh, definitely the bottom here. Oh, now that's the bottom. Oh, and that, okay. Maybe. Let's just see. Okay. Let's watch how it plays out. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to your day. It's been a crazy night for markets, man. Let's put it that way. 73K max pain. 73K would be within the realms of normalcy, but man, you want to see a very quick reversal at that level because that's just like, it's down there. Anyway, continuing. We got to get going here, guys. Lucas says most people don't realize how rare a bullish divergence on the daily time frame actually is. For context, in the past 4 years, we've only seen it 5 times, excluding the one forming up now. 4 of them marked macro bottoms. Now that's super interesting, isn't it? We've only had 5 bullish divergences for Bitcoin in the last 4 years. And 4 of the 5 marked the macro bottom. All right, Matt, that's interesting. Bitcoin on the weekly bounced off of the 50-week EMA blue line here on the chart. You can see right there. Uptrend, multi-year uptrend, still intact. Okay. Now that's, again, why I say that if you see us down like 73K or something, a wick down here would not concern me that much. But you start putting like weekly candle closes down there. I mean, bad news bears, man. But a bounce from here, okay. Let's see. Again, a lot of fear right now, a lot of uncertainty in markets. So we'll see how it plays out. MACD weekly, still down trending. Stochastic RSI in a situation where it could potentially signal a reversal coming, at least in the short term, at least a relief rally, right? Look at this. MicroStrategy files to offer up to $21 billion in preferred stock. Sailors coming to buy more Bitcoin. He'll probably get that all stored out just in time to buy the top of whatever next rally is. Heisenberg shared this, the QQQ charts, so the NASDAQ. This is interesting. Today marked the largest volume day since October 2023. What happened to the top 3 largest volume days? All 3 marked the bottom. Extrapolate how you see fit. That's interesting. Okay, I dig it. I can dig it, man. That'll be interesting. Of course, we are deeply correlated to stocks right now. So if stocks bounce from here, crypto bounces from here. If stocks dump from here, crypto dumps from here. Okay. Maybe Donald's looked at it and go, okay, I've freaked out markets enough. Maybe I'll just keep quiet for a few days. See what happens. Bespoke here saying 31 of the last 32 times that the S&P 500 has opened down 1%, then fallen another 1% from the open to the close. It has been up 3 months later, 65 trading days. The only drop was 0.5%, and that was following May 5th, 2022. Interesting. All right. I dig it. Hey, guys, if you're trading these crypto markets, you're longing, you're shorting, you're buying spot bags. BitUnix is a great place to do it at, guys. This is your no KYC, no VPN, no BS exchange. Look, if you want a great place where you can just go trade crypto, long, short, whatever, they got you covered, okay? Plus, they got some sweet deals if you sign up now. You can get $10 just for starting your account, exclusively using the link down below in the description. You can also get a 20% deposit bonus. So you deposit $200 or deposit $1,000, get $200 back, and you get up to $2,000 in trading rewards. So the more you trade over here, the more rewards you get, which is pretty damn cool, right? So if you're looking for a great place that's kind of available to everyone everywhere, check out BitUnix. I'm doing a lot of my trading over there these days, and go check it out. Link down below in the description. By the way, speaking of trading over there, currently we got just a few small trades on. Not putting any gargantuan trades in at the moment. We got a few small trades on right now. We shared these in the Discord earlier. So we got a nice XRP long going here. Already moved the stop into a slight profit, and a nice little Bitcoin long going here with decent amount of unrealized profit loss right now. Stop loss moved up to break even on this one, targeting 85K on that and 220 on the XRP move. So again, great place to trade over here on BitUnix. Go check it out. Link down below. So continuing, Billy from AberGlobal over here, he says, Bitcoin is now experiencing its 11th 25% correction in 10 years, and every time everyone reacts like the sky is falling, every time everyone screams that it's different this time. This pullback looks, smells, and feels 100% just like 2017 to me. Rising flat liquidity leading to massive asset price gains. Right now, the new administration has decided that we need to lower treasury rates to refinance debt, lower mortgage rates to unlock the housing market and CRE markets, lower treasury rates to save banks from their collective insolvency. Yes, 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 absolutely. Dude, Jerome Powell, get it together. We need to get the damn rates down for a variety of reasons. The U.S. has got $9 trillion in debt about to roll over. They're going to have to reissue all those damn bills out at like 4.5% or whatever. They need lower treasury. They need lower mortgage rates, man. As soon as the mortgage rates come down, man, people are going to start buying houses again, and it's going to market's going to go insane. People will be excited again. China's in a deep recession, needs lower U.S. rates too, and it will support its own money printing regime, and print they will. We're likely going to see massive job cuts via government cuts, tech cuts, and housing-related cuts. At the same time, the ISM will likely rise for the next several months. So business cycle still well intact here, guys. All of this tells us that liquidity will continue to flow, and the markets will do what they always do in this type of cycle, that liquidity flows into stocks, Bitcoin, crypto, and real estate. Buckle up. Yes. Yes. Great. Kathy Woods says, in our view, the market is discounting the last leg of a rolling recession. America's essentially been in a recessionary environment for a few years now. We've covered a lot of those things, but basically government spending and the huge deficits and all that kind of stuff have kept the sick man rolling along in his wheelchair there. And Donald's come along and said, get that guy out of the wheelchair. We're going to sell the wheelchair, put that guy in the hospital. Come on. We're going to fix him up, basically. So that's kind of what's going on right now. Yeah, she says setting up the U.S. economy for deflationary boom in the second half of the year. Good. 4-year cycle still intact, baby. Alex Kruger says the market crash is engineered by Trump with his tariffs. He's dismantled the U.S. exceptionalism trade, and the market is in full recession panic mode. The trend higher likely once it resumes, once he softens the stance on tariffs, where emphasis shifts to tax cuts. Tax cuts are coming soon, by the way. Okay, we should expect tax cut legislation very soon. And that's probably going to offset a lot of the tariff-related concerns about prices. Plus, oil's down, which is going to help keep inflation down. Tomorrow, well, I guess not tomorrow stream time, but by Thursday stream, we should have the information regarding the new CPI numbers, which are basically broadly forecast to come down. Inflation's largely forecast to come down this year. So we'll keep an eye on that, of course, for you as well. Evan here sharing the White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett just said on CNBC, trade policy uncertainty will be resolved in early April. Q2 will take off after tax cuts. This is an economic advisor to the White House, part of the inner circle. He literally comes out and says, yo, guys, don't worry about the trade stuff. We're going to figure it out. Early April, a lot of the stuff's going to be resolved, and then the market can get on. We'll have certainty, however it looks, and then you guys can just digest that. Q2 will take off after tax cuts. Tax cuts are coming. Okay? Tax cuts are coming, guys, and that's probably going to be a nice tailwind for crypto. Raul Pal here, of course, with... We all love talking about the global M2 money chart, don't we? One of our favorite topics. Funny, I made a nice detailed video on that for you guys yesterday. Hope some of you guys saw that. Funny, some of the comments, people were like, oh, now you're talking about the global M2 money supply, Lark. Where are you? I have been talking about the damn money supply for like relentlessly for ages now. Anyway, besides the point. It has been a major signal for the cryptocurrency markets. You can see, of course, the very strong correlation here. Raul says, crypto still feeling the tightening liquidity from the stronger dollar and higher rates in Q4 2024. This is almost done and financial conditions are easing fast, and M2 is headed back down to new highs. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that spike last week, man. 1.5. This is $1.5 trillion right here. Blam! Higher. Look at that. Crazy. Raul Powell said, additionally, global M2 has continued to follow the Trump playbook. This is Trump 1.0 overlaid with Trump 2.0. Curious. Also, the ISM. That is a very important indicator. We've made videos on this very topic as well. But he says we're still early in the business cycle using the ISM. The ISM rises this year into next year. Crypto will rise with it. We may really be seeing the breaking of the 4-year cycle and really just a complete anchoring of the crypto markets as a higher beta play, basically, of the stock markets in the U.S. economy. The business cycle is not at a point that is screaming, oh my gosh, the recession's here. The business cycle is actually at a point that's screaming kind of the opposite, that we're about to see an uptick in the business cycle, and the business cycle is about to start pushing up. That the business cycle is heating up from a point of being very, very low during the last couple of years of the Biden regime, right? So that's very interesting. Nest Day here sharing this one. This is the others chart, so all the altcoins excluding the top 10 coins. He said, time to end this corrective section. This is the 2024 chart here, looking very similar to the early 2025 chart. Okay, interesting. I dig it. You can also see here on this chart that the others, well, in a strong MACD downtrend, has come down to retest the 200-week EMA, which is fucking brutal, man. What a just disgusting sell-off for altcoins. But if there's ever a place where it's going to bounce, it's going to be right around these levels, okay? Really, you lose the 200-day, 200-week EMA, it's over. It's over, man, for a while, okay? As we saw back here in May of 2022. So the question you need to ask, is this more of a 2024 regime where we saw a couple of retests and then bounce dramatically higher? And again, look, that takes months, okay? You shouldn't expect new all-time highs to be happening tomorrow, okay? It's just not how it works. It's going to take a little while to recover here, but that would be a logical place to bounce. Doesn't say we can't come down and test it again. Doesn't say we can't wick under it in the coming days and weeks with more fear in the market. But still, logical place for bounce. Justin, this is actually not the Ethereum Foundation. The Ethereum Foundations said this is not them, but holy shit, people have a lot of money. Somebody's got $182 million position on MakerDAO, liquidation price at $1,127. Now, I think there was another guy who actually got liquidated for like $60 million around when ETH hit like $1,800 or whatever. Crazy, man. Crazy. Even low leverage. You know, it's interesting. Higher risk short-term leverage on leverage trading feels way less risky than this sort of slow, quiet leverage, right? B. Creed says, Lark, I sold my Say and Litecoin early yesterday, waiting on jobs and CPI before heading back in. Question, do I bother with LTC? Yeah, I flipped out of my Litecoin bag as well, around $91. I re-added today at $89, but with a pretty tight stop loss on that. I'm not convinced by the market currently. So we'll see. I might cut back out of that and again, watch for strength. Don't mind losing, 2% versus holding it down for a 20-30% if markets turn again later this week. All my trades have stop losses on them. Running it pretty tight right now out of general paranoia. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, Litecoin, man. Still think it's got great narrative around the ETF, but no positive narratives really matter. If the ETF launched tomorrow for Litecoin, the market wouldn't give a shit, man. But if it launches in a few weeks or maybe a month or two, and markets are having a little more optimism, then it'd be fine. Anyway, Ethereum, brutal, but a little bit of hope for Ethereum holders, which is no longer me because I sold my damn ETH. Good riddance, Ethereum. No, I still like Ethereum, man, but just what a brutally painful chart and coin to hold. Geez Louise. Even after the sell-off, man, Bitcoin's up so much, in my portfolio. And yeah, I sold Ethereum for a big profit, so it's fine. But just look at the last year's performance, Bitcoin versus ETH. Wild. Unbelievable. Anyway, besides the point. It's got a bullish divergence here as well. Look at that. Big fat bullish divergence coming in here on Ethereum. Not quite as strong as some of the other charts we're looking at here, but still, you got it. So that's what we got. VanEck registers an Avalanche ETF. Rock and roll. We're getting an Avalanche ETF. Avalanche, it's a bit more of a stretch, let's say here, but we do have a potential bullish divergence here as well in the RSI. So, I mean, again, a bit more of a stretch in that one. AVAX charts have been pretty weak, man. Let's keep it real here. After the loss of $20, we dipped down to 15 yesterday. Brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. Multiple rejections here at 20-day EMA. So the 20-day EMA, by the time prices even recover, let's say we move back up relatively quickly, 20-day EMA would be at $20, which at least would say, hey, okay, we're going to recover the trend at a much lower price, which is generally a good thing. So that's got something going for it there. Rex shares and Osprey funds file for a Move ETF. Now, by the way, guys, I own Move. I own Avalanche, a variety of other cryptocurrencies. You can always see my portfolio disclosures down below. Go check it out. Link down below in the description. Current holdings, venture rounds, OTC deals, all that fun kind of stuff, plus a risk statement because investing in crypto is risky. You can lose all your money. You're like, yeah, no shit, Lark. Have you seen the markets risky? Yeah, but I've been telling you guys that for like a year, okay? Or on every damn live stream. Or start live streams again. So just FYI, still relevant, okay? Still relevant. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Anyway, the move chart's actually been pretty good recently, comparatively. Now, it's been sitting here on the 20-day EMA. Obviously, when I really see it back above the 50-day EMA, which got rejected at yesterday, I guess on that probably that ETF news. So that's good. It has been uptrending on the MACD. Again, one of the stronger charts right now. Their main net has just released. So I hope that's not a sort of buy the rumor, sell the news on the main net to see the price correct a little bit. But I think that these guys have got some nice narrative building around them. So definitely want to keep an eye on, in my opinion. So anyway, continuing, Solana's got another spot ETF registration coming in. There's gonna be so many of these coming out. By the way, I flipped out of my Solana position again yesterday. I have not bought back in yet. I might buy back in soon. We'll see how we go. I'm pretty brutal though. Again, you know, it's what is this? Yeah, your symbol. Been another just crazy sell-off, but again, you got another bullish divergence here. Look at this. Lower price, higher RSI. Hopium, guys. Hopium. Sometimes it's all you have left. The 20-day EMA right now up around $145. That's what you really want to see taken out in order to say, hey, okay, we have major trend reversal coming in here. Buying here, if we do go much higher in the rest of the year, probably dollar cost averaging here is going to be an interesting place to do it. But still, again, a lot of risks in the market right now. So play it safe, guys. Hey, let's hydrate. Thanks to the guys over at lake.io, lak3.io. We got some water from Sembranche in Switzerland. So watery. Gotta love it. Gotta love good water, man. Just tastes like water. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Okay, so thank you, Geopolitics Now. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Lark, pump my bags, please. You know, no bags are going to pump. There's going to be tiny bits of outperformance. And again, you got to be flexible in these markets, right? But you really got to see some of the macro stuff swing back around. Tariff fears subside, inflation come down, Fed starts. If the Fed's dovish next week, people are going to like that. People go, oh, see the Feds, they're taking a change of tune here. We need some macro stuff to turn around and say, okay, now markets have the runway to start grinding up again. We might be in a lot of chop for a while here, guys, and there's money to be made in trading the chop. But we might be in chop for a little bit. An immediate V-shaped reversal, again, not the most likely scenario, because a lot of the reason the sell-off wasn't sort of, you know, back on August 5th when we had the yen carry trade unwind, that was really like very much driven by a very specific event, and the Bank of Japan immediately backed down. So it unwound very quickly. This is a little more long running because they want to grind stock markets down. They want to cause a bit of pain. They want the bond yields to come down. They want to force the Fed into cutting interest rates. And so they're doing what it takes. Sideways. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But you know what? Sideways is fine, man. I'm fine with sideways for a few months. It's all good. As long as we don't have any, you know, brutal, horrific, giant dumps all the time. That just freaks people out. Makes sentiment too bad. Sideways I can do. Sideways is fine. I'd rather a boring market, you know, because there's trades. You bounce within a range. You can, you know, get some nice trades in there. It's all good. Okay. My dollar's being withered away. And that's the trick. Where do you go? Where do you go, man? Lark, any hope left for Solana? Absolutely hope's left for Solana. It's still one of the most used chains. It's got so many good things going for it. But watch out for that bullish divergence. Potential hopium there in the charts for you. Let's see. This isn't a crash. It's a deep correction. Bottom should be seen yesterday. Bitcoin 75K, E1750 area. Like I said, there's with the bullish divergence and stuff that are forming up, there is a case to be made for that. IOTA Dino Coin. I know, man. Dino Coins are coming back. Oh my gosh, dude, I love doing that movie. What was that movie? Joe Dirt. That's hilarious, man. I'm your sister. It's hilarious. Anyway. At least we're not losing bread. Yeah. Thank Radix for getting addicted to your rationale. Thanks for being awesome. Say thanks, man. Appreciate it. 180K incoming. Trump administration wants cheaper crypto. Maybe. B Creed says, I meant to ask, should I consider putting my Litecoin sale into Say when I think I am holding up, this is the thing. Some of my bags are a little more just like, whatever, I'll move in and out of them, but I don't really care all that much. It's fine. Other bags are like, shit, those got some potential, man. Like, I'll hold through the volatility. It's disgusting as it can be sometimes. I'll just hold through the volatility to be fine. Stuff like Say, Aptos, Sonic, Move, like there's some IOTA, interestingly, coming back with a Move virtual machine EVM compatible chain. That's very interesting. It's back, baby. Gonna make money on IOTA again. That'd be fantastic. Anyway, look, there's two very distinct propositions here. For Litecoin, for me, it's 100% about, is there an ETF trade there? How long do I have to wait for that to play out? Is the ETF trade there? Okay, we'll watch for that. For Say, it's more about, adoption growing. You can see they've already partnered up with World Liberty Fi, stuff like that. So they're getting attention from the US administration, so on and so forth. So a lot of good stuff going on there as well, but very different propositions. One's just really the ETF trade. The other is sort of betting on a blockchain network to continue growing adoption, get users and all that kind of stuff. So kind of more sustainable versus more of a singular bet on a flash in the pan news narrative. There's weekly bear divs on Bitcoin. Many indicators going down. Oh yeah, there's a lot of problems on the weekly. MACD's trending down. It's a mess. It's a mess. Absolutely. So yes, I agree. There's definitely issues right now on the chart level, especially at the weekly level. It's not looking fantastic, which is why I say, just be careful, guys. We could still see a lot more chaos in the markets. Let's assume that we're going to get a relief rally. And after yesterday's brutal price action in the US equity markets, a relief rally today would not be that crazy. No crying in the casino. Amen to that. H bar should be where XRP is price wise. Well, guess the market disagrees right now. Maybe H bar will catch up later. H bar has investors, right? XRP's got a cult. That's the difference. That's why XRP is where it is right now. Plus, all the banking partnerships and stuff like that. But I know there's a lot of H bar fans out there. A lot of people who enjoy investing in it. But again, there's investors. I don't think H bar's got a cult. XRP's got a cult, man. Now, I'm not saying that as like a negative thing. It's good to have a cult. Cardano's got a cult. It's the only thing that keeps the Cardano price, market cap in the tens of billions of dollars. Sure as hell ain't the network metrics. Geez. Dude, the stablecoin bill is going to be so big, Matthew. I think, if I remember correctly, they wanted to get it done before the summer recess. So that's by August. They want to get it done by August. And you have to understand, with the stablecoin bill, this is absolutely massive because essentially what they're proposing is for, one, just full on stablecoin regulation. This is going to let the banks issue stablecoins. Bank of America's already said they want to issue a stablecoin. Other banks will follow. JP Morgan already kind of has a stablecoin that they've had for years, but just for like boring, institutional players, but they can release that to the general public. And these stablecoin buyers, the stablecoin business is so good for the banks because they get to issue out stablecoins and they buy treasury bills to back them and they get to collect the interest on the treasury bills and give you shit. Except a stable coin. Fantastic business model. They could literally issue out 10 billion in stable coins. And if they got, treasuries that are paying, let's say 3% as an example, well, then they're making 300 million, did I say 10 billion? They're making $300 million a year then by doing the stablecoin business. It's very, very profitable. Look at Tether. It's one of those profitable companies per employee in the world, if not the most profitable company per employee in the world. It's absolutely nuts. Moonshine says, do not listen to these YouTubers. They do not want to tell you what's going down. Dude, we've been talking about the market being in a downtrend for weeks now. We talked about the levels that was likely to dump to if it did dump, which was 70, first 85K, second level was 75K. That's what's played out. Okay? Given plenty of warning about this. We've talked about this extensively. Obviously, some of the altcoin sell-offs have been surprising even to me. Right? I'm not a fucking oracle. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you exactly what's going to happen in the markets, but we have been playing it by the levels. We talked about, okay, we break the range at 90K. Watch out for these levels to come next. Well, we almost got to 75K yesterday. Okay, it was 77K or something like that, or 76.9 or whatever. But I want you guys to win. I want you to remember that, okay? I want you guys to win. That's what it comes down to. And if I can help that process by giving you guys the news and insights that you need, then I'm really happy about that. Okay, that's the most important thing for me. And I've seen some comments, oh, Lark, you're just making these videos for views and stuff. Well, I mean, A, it's YouTube. Like, you make videos so they get watched. I mean, that's just common sense, right? But I really hope that some of these topics have been useful for you guys. I mean, we've been breaking down all kinds of stuff, like our video yesterday about the correlation between Bitcoin and the global M2 supply. It's a really good video. You should go watch it. It's information. So we give you the information. My team and I've got a whole team of researchers that help me write the scripts for a lot of the videos, not the live streams, obviously. We just talk and bullshit and have a good time. But we got a whole team of people that's helping with the process here, doing research so we can get the best information for you guys, whether that be on bonds or, Trump's plan to crash the market or the global M2 supply or any of this kind of stuff. We want to help educate you guys so that you can make your own choices. I'm not here to make calls for you. I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm not here to tell you when to sell, what to sell, all that. That's on you. I will share what I'm doing. I'll share my thoughts on charts, what's going on in the market, the news, all that kind of stuff. But the key goal here is to educate you guys so you can make your own calls. Because I'm not there with you. I'm just a dude on the internet, man, talking about cryptocurrency. They make a couple of videos a day or whatever, and that's it. At the end of the day, investing is actually a very lonely thing, and I hope that you appreciate the community that's offered by being here in the chat and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, investing is a pretty lonely thing. It's just you sitting in front of your computer trying to make decisions what to buy and what to sell. Okay. Where are we up? Yo, what up, HD? Welcome, man. Bitcoin to 50K if negative inflation report on Wednesday. I don't know about 50K, but I mean, well, if it comes in really bad. So so it was 3% last month. The expectation, the forecast right now is 2.9%. If it comes in, Trueflation, by the way, is already saying we're down like under 2%. FYI, the Fed's indicators are lagging indicators and the Fed's behind as always, because of course they are. Anyway, if the CPI report comes in at 3.1%, is probably going to be bad, but not like apocalyptic bad. If it comes in like 3.2, 3.3%, like expect chaos in the markets, man. That bad shit. Continuing. With this bearish sentiment, I think inflation comes in lower. Oil prices are going down, stuff like that, which is very important. Trump is only talking about Bitcoin because of the donors, otherwise he'd care less. You've just explained the vast majority of political issues, to be honest. Most politicians only talk about most things because their donors want them to talk about it. You think about AI, right? How much does Trump really care about AI? You know what? I think more so, maybe this is the big point here. It's easy to get pessimistic with politicians and stuff like that. I get it. I think the big point here is that Trump looks at the cryptocurrency industry or the AI industry probably relatively the same. He's a smart dude and he understands a lot of stuff, but you're not going to understand the intricacies of these industries without being a full-time person in these industries. He's got to be a generalist, an expert on everything, or a jack of all trades on a variety of topics and things that are a lot more important. Let's keep it real, guys. Like, a lot more important shit going on in the world than our crypto coins. Okay. But I think that my guess is he looks at crypto, he looks at AI, stuff like that, which is why there's a crypto and AI czar now, being relatively similar things. Novel new technologies that are important And he may not fully understand, but what he does understand is that he wants America to be the fucking capital of the world for those new technologies, because there's so much money in business to be had by being the global leader in those industries. So when he says he wants to make, the USA the crypto capital of the world, I believe him, because it's a good business idea. You don't need to understand the intricacies of the Bitcoin network to understand that, hey, if we bring all these companies here with all these rich people and give them incentives to be here, they're going to bring their businesses here. They're going to hire people. They're going to spend money in the economy. It's a no-brainer. And then we'll be the leader in that particular tech space. Smart business. A couple more questions, then we'll finish up here for today. Everything will run on the blockchain eventually. Amen to that. That's why RWAs are so big, because imagine, we already have, by the way, Coinbase is launching the coin stock on Base, which is pretty cool. I dig that. Oh, by the way, I've been buying, I guess. I've not bought yet. I put in buy orders for some Tesla and some Robinhood today. Buy a bit of that. Bought a little more Coinbase the other day as well. I guess that's down now. But anyway, besides the point. Everything will run on the blockchain eventually. Amen. It will. It really, really will. Stablecoins, literally when the big banks get involved, and I know stablecoins are so boring. I get it. Stablecoins, what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in a DeFi protocol and earn like 10%. I get it. I know. But when the big banks are allowed to issue out stablecoins, it gets real crazy, man, because suddenly BAFA USD, Bank of America USD, you think Tether's big with their little $100 billion market cap or whatever? Wait until the big boys show up to the party. JP Morgan, Bank of America, all these cats, Literally, you're going to have hundreds of billions to trillions of new stablecoin issuances over, let's say, the next 10 years. That's going to bring so much liquidity into the market. Then you're going to have tokenized stocks, which trade 24/7. You're going to have real world assets come on chain more than ever before. There's going to be so much liquidity coming into the cryptocurrency market, and it's all going to plug into DeFi platforms. Okay. So you're going to be able to go to Aave and take a loan versus your house. You're going to be able to go to Uniswap and swap your Ethereum straight into Tesla stocks, and not bullshit, sort of like, it's just some dumb bullshit proxy representation of no, like you're going to own the actual stock. Okay. You will own the actual stock because it'll be tokenized on chain. And that's massive. That's insanity, man. Huge news, huge stuff. Lark, do you still hold your near? Yes. I don't want to talk about it. It's painful, but I still hold it. It's been rough. Lark, you still holding your Jupiter? Similar. Oh man, Jupiter. Should have unstaked it and sold it, Lark. Anyway, my Jupiter's going to unstake, I think, in 9 days. It'll be front run by a few days by a lot of other unstakers. It's fine. I'm not planning on selling it immediately. I'll sell it whenever the next, in spite of all the implications and allegations of collaboration with the worst criminal scam cartels in the entirety of the industry. My guess is that Jupiter's not going anywhere. With the buybacks going on, we'll see the price go up eventually. So there's still just an absolute behemoth in the Solana space, and Solana's still a behemoth in the DEX space. So they're not going away. They'll still be here. And the price will go back up to at least $1. Maybe more with buybacks. I think buybacks is going to be the real game changer here for Jupiter's price moving forward. So I'm not in a rush to sell it, but I will sell it. Okay. Wall Street not finished filling their pockets, blow off top still coming. Yep, I agree. Catch up in the chat here. AI 16Z or fart coin. Duh. We're already back there, huh? Look, AI 16Z, it's a framework. It's probably the most adopted one, the one that gets the most attention. So if you think AI agent's going to make a big comeback, it's probably a pretty good bet, because it's hard to recreate a framework and a moat of developers and users and all that kind of stuff. it's easy to make a new agent. In fact, AI agents are going to be wildly diluted. You're going to have tens of millions of AI agents. And the same kind of shit we saw with meme coins, you'll see with AI agents in the next year or a couple of years. There'll be, pump.meme or it'll be pump.ai, and it'll just be AI agents, which kind of what virtuals was, but never really got that same kind of. Anyway, never got that exciting. So, but it still can. You can see it come back with virtuals. Yeah. Fartcoin, though. It's just so dumb and absurd, and it gets huge volumes and it gets huge attention. But it's just a meme coin. There's no moat built around it. Just the absurdity of it. So AI 16Z is probably a quote unquote safer play within probably the most speculative, or maybe second behind meme coins, speculative, risky segment of the cryptocurrency industry, where you can probably lose most of your money even by investing in sort of top players within that space. Okay, I know most of these things are down like 90%, but just because they're down 90% doesn't mean they can't drop another 90%. FYI. Okay, thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.